military guys asked us to show our passports, and 3 of us showed us. It's like Russian passports, but for a foreigner, he needs some kind of permission. And now they took Drew to like to some building, and he doesn't speak any Russian, and we actually don't know like how long it's gonna take.
This is the story of how I got detained on the border of North Korea. I hope you'll watch till the very end because it was the scariest travel moment of my life. The journey has an unexpected start in my hotel lobby in Russia.
감사합니다.
감사합니다.
He's from North Korea. We just met, and a very nice man.
Yes, very good.
Yeah, he's from Pyongyang, and we're just having a great conversation about North Korea, and it's a pretty special moment.
You are from Argentina?
No, America.
America.
Yeah. Friend.
Oh.
Friend. 친구.
America. Where is it from?
Arizona.
Arizona.
Yeah.
Oh, very good.
Oh, just kissed me. Thank you.
That happened to me on my first day on this Russia adventure in Yakutsk, the world's coldest city. A man from North Korea gave me a big hug and a kiss on the cheek, and then it made me realize we are right next door to North Korea. As many of you guys already know, I am fascinated by North Korea. I spent 4 days in Pyongyang in 2017, and I have a strangely addictive connection to it because I lived in South Korea for 2 years and I can speak the language.
한국에서 빨간 머리 봤어요?
신기해요.
Somehow, some way, I always find a way to connect with North Koreans when I travel, just like that time in Venezuela.
안녕하세요. ¿Eres de North Korea?
Sí.
¿Sí? Increíble. Yo fui a Corea Norte. Me gusta.
Sí. ¿Te gusta?
Me gusta.
Sí.
And they were like, what passport do you have? I said, I'm American. And they go, you went to North Korea with an American passport? I said, yeah, bro, you can see my video.
So while I'm out here in Eastern Russia, I decided to do something even crazier. I had the brilliant idea to get as close as I could to the North Korean border. Why? Because I'm so curious what life is like out there. I looked at a map and noticed that there's an 11-mile strip of land between Russia and North Korea with one border town called Kasan. Going there was my goal, and the journey started in the lovely city of Vladivostok. Right now, I'm in the eastern Russian city of Vladivostok, just a 4-hour drive from the North Korean border. Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna head down there and check it out and attempt to cross, but for now, it's time to explore this beautiful city, and you're coming with me. Vladivostok. I think that is the coolest name for any city in the world. Believe it or not, it's Russia's largest port and it's super cheap. Even though we are geographically in East Asia, close to Korea and Japan, the people and buildings here feel very European. It's one of the most interesting places I've been in the world. It is absolutely surreal that this huge bay completely freezes over in the winter, and you can just walk out here. People are ice fishing out here, families are hanging out. Man, this is so freaking cool. Woo! You always have that like weird feeling of what if the ice breaks, but in reality it's like over a foot thick, so there's no way. You could probably land a plane on this ice and it wouldn't break. One of the coolest things about Vladivostok are the bridges. You have like massive suspension bridges here. They remind me of San Francisco, and actually the whole city reminds me of San Francisco. It's windy, first of all, it's freezing, it's really hilly, so you have roads that go down and up, and especially the bridge. I mean, if that thing was painted red, it would look identical to San Francisco. Doesn't matter how cold it is. I can't really feel my face right now, but man, this place is absolutely stunning. After wandering around for a few more hours, I met up with my local friend Natasha, who runs a popular YouTube channel about life in Eastern Russia. Little did she know the adventure that we were about to embark on. Hello, how are you? Nice to meet you. How was the train?
It was a very long journey.
Yeah, I'm still wearing my Yakutsk jacket, and I think this is too big for...
Yeah, it's so warm here in Vladivostok.
Let's go wander around and then get some food.
Yeah, let's go. So many foreigners, that when they watch my video, they're so surprised that, wow, this looks like some European city, but it's literally in Asia. Now we're headed to a place called Chinese Quarter.
Yeah, awesome. Can't wait to check it out. For me, it's so interesting because walking around, being around the people, it feels like Europe, but I'm still seeing touches of Asia. Like, Seoul is so close to here, and somehow I feel a connection from here to Seoul. Have you ever been to the border of North Korea?
No, not yet.
I don't think anybody goes down there.
Yeah, it's not that popular, I think.
Yeah, hopefully we're gonna be okay. Like,
yeah, I hope. Because I heard that the road in the end is quite tricky, and
I'm not worried about the road. I'm worried about like getting stopped by the police. and then they see my camera in the car and they're like, what are you doing here?
Yeah, this might happen too, but I hope that
Yeah, we keep it positive.
Yeah,
We're having a driver who's coming with us who's from like the nearby
from that region, yeah.
the border town, and so hopefully she knows like the roads and she can help keep us safe. But it's gonna be an adventure.
Yeah.
I'm really curious. It's my first time here. Have you ever been down to Kasan by the border of North Korea?
No.
Do you think it's a good idea to go to North Korean border?
I don't know, but I really interested in this.
Yeah. Me
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
We just found a restaurant here called Pyongyang, which is obviously a North Korean restaurant. So we're taking a Yandex taxi, which is like Uber. It's the same thing, right?
Yeah, the same.
It's literally exactly the same. It's a Russian Uber, and we're gonna head there, and hopefully it's gonna be good. We are just arriving now at Pyongyang. Wow, this is gonna be interesting. All right, welcome to Pyongyang restaurant. Well, what just happened?
So we showed our QR codes to the lady in the restaurant, and she said that like it's not working and we cannot eat there. We should take this takeout, and we cannot sit there.
We just got denied. Like they
Yeah.
asked for a QR code for the Russian vaccine. I have, you know, a Pfizer vaccine, but they wouldn't accept it. Let's just get like really good Japanese food. Are you down for that?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right, we have made it to Umami Ramen Club. Thank you. Yeah, I would say that's pretty good. Oh yeah. Hits the spot. Just got back to my hotel room, exhausted, and honestly today did not go quite as planned. I wanted to do a lot of things such as get street food and do different activities around Vladivostok, but a lot of them got shut down or canceled, or there was just nothing there, and that was a bummer, especially going to that North Korean restaurant. I really wanted to try the food here, but for some stupid reason with the COVID vaccine cards, we weren't able to get in. And that's just the nature of the story, you know? I think it's important to share with you guys behind the scenes what's happening as I create these stories. There's a lot of uncertainties, a lot of anxiety, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little bit nervous to wake up at 7 a.m. and drive to North Korea tomorrow. So it's gonna be a journey for sure. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I know it's gonna be fun and exciting and hopefully safe. So I'm about to hit the sack here, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Good morning, guys. It's early. 6:45. Today we're heading down to North Korea. That's not something I say every day. Got some Russian cottage cheese pancakes. That's the good stuff here. Not the healthiest, but damn good. Our driver has arrived. What's her name?
Christina.
Christina. She's very sweet, and yeah, we're heading down now. Cruising. We're approaching a tunnel that was built specifically to protect the wildlife, like the leopards. It's a long tunnel. You can see the lake next to us is completely frozen. It's a block of ice. There's like nobody around on this dirt road.
Yeah, it's not that popular country,
It's definitely not popular.
The scenery out the window is beautiful, and I'm reminded that road trips are the best way to adventure. I am seeing mountains that turn into prairies, prairies that turn into forest, forest that turns into frozen waterfalls.
We stopped at a national park here. It's called the Land of the Leopard, because apparently there are snow leopards around here somewhere, and waterfalls. Wow, there is a waterfall that is completely frozen. I've never seen that before in my entire life. Like literally, it's just ice.
So Drew, how do you like this place?
This is really cool. I've never in my life seen a frozen waterfall.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know that was possible for a waterfall to freeze, but pretty cool. I'm frozen too, by the way. Christina, what are your thoughts about North Korea, because you grew up like so close to the border?
Christina says that for her North Korea is like a mysterious country, and she kind of has this imagination that people there are following strict rules like regime, and she feels sorry for people that they live like this. Also, Christina told that because that village of Hassan is located quite like close to the border. People are often cut off internet. They just don't have any phone connection, and she can't even call to the people who live there. Actually, if you're going there as a tourist, you have to like fill the inquiry, some form. But we are hoping to just pass as locals.
So there is some confusion on the point that she just said. I asked some local friends in Vladivostok about going to Khasan, and they said that anyone can freely drive down to the border area. But then I asked a tour operator, and they told me that all non-Russians need a special permit to enter the area. However, there is no information online nor any street signs telling us what we can and can't do. So I decided to take the risk, and I purposely put myself in a car with 3 Russian friends to have a higher chance of sneaking in. Trust me, I've been in these scary border situations many times before, in Iraq, in Syria, Afghanistan, and Yemen, just to name a few.
We're literally driving and we see a fire, like a pretty big fire. And I don't know why it's there, but I have to roll my window up now so we can breathe.
Oh my god, what's going on?
I don't know. This is the craziest Vladivostok journey ever. Just to make the day more crazy, right over there is a military helicopter. That's the first sign that we're close to the border. There's a military helicopter.
My friends and I made it all the way down to the actual border town of Khasan, 6 hours away from Vladivostok, right on the border of North Korea. And then there was our first passport check. Seeing those guys with the furry hats from a distance was the oh moment, where you feel your stomach drop.
Alright, we are heading to the border check right now.
Okay, they're saying that you have to go with them, and they're gonna take us. А куда мы едем?
What do you mean I have to go with them?
Пункт постоянной дислокации.
А что после этого?
А что там? Ну они там сейчас составят протокол об административном правонарушении.
Like I can get the pass?
Это штраф какой-то или что это?
Согласно санкции статьи, штраф, что непонятное решение в Украине запретилось.
Ну мы в принципе ничего не нарушили.
Вам троим вопросов нет. Это только вот иностранному гражданину.
Ну хорошо, ладно.
Can I get the pass with him?
Запрещенное что-нибудь везете?
Я могу показать машину.
So that military guys asked us to show our passports, and 3 of us showed us. It's like Russian passports, but for a foreigner, he needs some kind of permission. And now they took Drew to like to some building, and he doesn't speak any Russian, and we actually don't know like how long it's gonna take.
Oh my god, what just happened to me was crazy. I just spent 3 hours in the the border patrol office with the Soviet military. Yeah, I tried to cross the border into Khasan. I got to the town where North Korea meets Russia, and there was a big blue sign that said must present IDs at the checkpoint. And I'm in a car with 3 other Russians. They all showed their IDs and they pointed at me. And I took out my passport, showed it to them, and they said, you don't have permission to be here. You need a permit. Come with me. So they took me in the police car by myself, and they took me into this building that looked like a beat down, abandoned school, kind of. And then I said, can I bring my friend? They speak English. They translate. They said, no, you come by yourself. And I was like, oh my God, this is the end. What's happening right now? And then I walk upstairs in this creaky staircase, and they walk me down the hallway. There's 3 Russian security military with me, and they said go in this door. And I opened the door, and it was like an old classroom, like with like all these white tables, maybe 6 white tables, a bunch of green posters on the wall, brown shelves, like bookshelves, and there was a window and a pipe, like a heater pipe. And I sat down, and it was me and the 3 guys at a table, and one of the guys spoke very, very broken English, and he was translating, very broken. He must have known like 30 words. And they said, who are you? Why are you here? What are you doing? And I was like, oh, I'm just traveling as a tourist, and I'm really interested in what's happening over here, and I'm visiting some sites. And they started questioning me, and they asked me, you know, and then they gave me a piece of paper with a pen on it, and they said, write down your name, what are you doing here? Why are you coming to Khasan? What's your job? Are you married? And all this stuff. And the whole time I was really freaked out, because on the wall there's a picture of Putin, and he's just literally staring at me, like a big photo of Putin. And I was like, oh my God, this is terrible. And then through Google Translate, the guy says, one of the military guys says, okay,
you are now being detained and must go back to the US. And I was like, oh my God, what is going on? And then he did it again, and then he added the word warning. This is a warning, you could be detained and going to the US. So he messed up the Google Translate. But I stood the whole time, I was like a 50% chance I thought they were gonna put me behind bars or hold me for something. So long story short, I'm there for like 2 hours. My friends come in, Andre and Natasha, they're able to get in, and we're up there talking. And finally, they all came back with a stack this thick of papers. Okay, they give me this stack of like literally 30 papers, and I had to sign and initial the bottom of every single one. This is like, I don't even know what all this means. Look, I had to sign. Oh, this is my copy of them. They kept the copy where I signed. But basically it's like, you know, you have a chance to go to court and appeal, you know, that you broke the law and all this stuff. And and it ended up being a warning in the end, but they were like, if we see you here again coming here illegally, you can be sent to prison and you can be deported and never come back to Russia. And yeah, that was an absolute crazy story. I can't believe. But I did get to see the town of Kasan, like on the border. Like I was in the town, I could see the houses and everything. And man, this is something I'll never forget. I can't believe that just happened. I can't believe that just happened. But yeah, it's all part of the journey, and now we had to leave immediately, so we're going to the next town, so we're gonna sleep there, and the story is still continuing. There's still gonna be something happening here. And yeah, I'm freezing. I'm going back in the car. That's the story. We're rolling up to Slavyanka, the town on the coast where Christina's from. We're gonna have some food and find a place to sleep. And yeah, so what are we gonna have now?
Пенсе.
Pianse, which is that Korean-inspired steamed bun dish. Oh yeah, dude, they're so good. They have them in Korea. It's like this really fluffy bun. I haven't eaten since 7 a.m. this morning, and I just spent 3 hours detained in the Border Patrol office, so this is gonna be a really good bite. Man, this is so similar to how they have it in Korea. To end a crazy day, we have made it to Hotel Bar. Thankfully there's a hotel here. I am about to pass out, gather my thoughts, and get ready for a day of adventure tomorrow. Slavyanka is another nearby town to the North Korean border, but this one is a lot safer. It's a dark yet charming town on the North Pacific Ocean. My kind of place. I see some interesting boats up here. Christina, what are these?
Забрали их на местные турбазы, облагородили.
So 2 years ago, because of the storm, these fishing boats arrived here, and these are North Korean fishermen.
North Korean fishermen boats.
Yes.
As you can see, it is freezing outside. It's windy. Brings the wind chill really down, but we are standing here on an icy beach. You can see the water starts like regular ocean water, and then it just becomes like slush, and then it just literally becomes frozen ice right here. It's the coolest thing I've ever seen. Tell me what it's like to live here.
Мне очень нравится жить в Хасанском районе.
So Christina really loves her region, her town of Slavyanka, and she likes that there's a big diversity of nature here. Climate is very different, and she just feels safe here and loves her hometown.
All right, so we are about to go drifting on the ice. That's what you do for fun in Slavyanka. Oh my God! Holy crap! Christina's a badass. Damn, Christina.
I've never done this before, but
It's such a peaceful moment sitting out here on this cliff. It's really one of the most breathtaking nature spots I've seen in my entire life. And Slavyanka is a very underrated place. I'm sure many people around Russia even have never heard about this place, but especially after what happened yesterday, all the stress, all the struggles, all the anxiety, and to have a new day with fresh air and really just feel really grateful in the moment. And I'm so glad you guys can be here with me on this journey, and what a crazy experience. But I love it. There's a lot more coming from this Russia trip. We're heading to many more destinations, and yeah guys, thank you so much. Appreciate you. See you later. I'm Binsky, and thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to this channel down there if you want to see more adventures from every country, and below you can find my second channel where I tell stories about the most inspiring people in the world. Also, I'm giving away for free all my best travel tips and secrets for finding cheap flights on that middle link. Until next time, stay safe, be spontaneous, and just go.